Good morning, family. It's your favorite nonfiction author and fiction author, your favorite storyteller, Matt D. Talford. And I'm coming to you with the first of what I hope will be many episodes of something I'm doing called Early Morning Occurrence with Matt, or with Matt D. Talford. I don't know what I'm going to do with the words yet. But anyway, let's get on with it. Before I do, let me show you this lovely 400 years commemorative t-shirt. Family, thank those of you who have sent us your photos wearing this t-shirt along with a generation spotlight. For more on what these generation spotlights are, check out my social media pages. You can follow me on Instagram at Talford Arts or at Matt D. Talford. Talford Arts, right there. That's how you spell it. Okay? So at Talford Arts, and our website is www.talfordarts.com, or you can follow me on my personal blog at mdtalford.com. Now, we're going to call this Early Morning Occurrence, or EMO, or like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. But these are things that occur to me early in the morning. It could be a thought. It could be a song. Some of you guys have seen that. It could be something comedic that I want to do. I don't know. These things occur to me, and I got to get up and jot them down before I lose it. Because, you know, the minute you turn on the news or television or pick up your phone or whatever, you're getting you're getting word poured into you. Okay. Word. That's powerful. That's what I'm going to be talking about this morning. So let me get right to it. God doesn't punish you for unrighteousness. God doesn't punish you for unrighteousness. That may sound controversial to some of you. That may sound contradictory to what you may have heard in church or what you may have thought you read in the Bible. But follow me for a minute. It's not God that punishes you for unrighteousness. It is your adherence to word that either rewards or destroys or punishes or whatever. It's really your adherence to word, okay? So, Matt, back up. God doesn't punish you for unrighteousness. What does that mean? Okay, so listen, here's the thing. Righteousness is, let's just keep it basic and simple. Righteousness is the state or the act of doing the right thing, the state of doing the right thing. That's righteousness. It's real simple. Did you do the right thing? If you're doing the right thing, then you're behaving righteously, okay? If you're doing the wrong thing, then you're behaving unrighteously. So it is not God that punishes you for unrighteousness. It is the unrighteousness comes with its own reward. And that reward is whatever it is that happens as a result of your adhering to that word. Now, watch this. Let me back up. You guys have heard that scripture. And I don't have a Bible in front of me right now, but those of you who've gone to church for years or whatever, or, you know, somebody in that community, I won't say religious because I'm not religious. Let me put that out there. I'll talk about that later or at another time or whatever. But here's the thing. There's a scripture, I believe it's the first chapter of John. It says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So, it is our adherence to word or a group of words or a set of words that can reward us, or it is our adherence to an opposite set of words that rewards us with what comes with that, okay? Choices, okay? It's not really, let me say what adherence is. Adherence is a choice. So really it's our choices that bless us, or it's our choices that curse us, right? All right, so let me give you an example. Remember that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Beginning, the Word. Word with God, Word was God. Word, okay? Now, hold that in your back pocket. If you're driving down a road and there's a sign that says bridge out 1 mile ahead, detour, turn around. And you say, oh, bridge is out? Nah, ain't no bridge out. You know, well, I want to see it. Let's see what's happening. I don't believe it. I want to see it. And you keep going, okay? Then about half a mile, you see another sign that says bridge out, half a mile ahead. And you continue to go. And then about a quarter mile, you drive another quarter mile, and there's a sign that says bridge out, 400 feet ahead, or 400 yards ahead, 400 meters ahead, or 450 yards ahead, or a quarter mile ahead, okay? Bridge, really, okay? And you keep going another eighth of a mile, and then there's another sign that says, we really aren't playing, the bridge is out. And you continue to go, and then you find yourself on a slippery slope or something where you've lost control of your vehicle, and you start going down that bridge where that's out. And you go down into the ravine or whatever that bridge is covering or going over. Did God punish you? I'm just, did that sign punish you? Did that sign that said, did that detour sign punish you? Was your, did some great force punish you for going down that hole? No, no. There was a word that said, bridge out, detour, go over, bridge out. And then you saw some more word that said, look, the bridge is out a half a mile ahead. Then a quarter mile, another quarter mile, look, the bridge is really out. And you decide to keep going anyway. You decided to adhere to a different set of words. You saw these words that said turn around. You could have adhered to the word, okay? And then you would have been all right. But no, you decided to not adhere to that word. So you decided to adhere to a different set. And so where I'm going with this is, it's funny, when you start breaking this stuff down, you think it's going to be 1 minute and it turns into 10 or whatever. The reality is that I'm going to go back to what I said before. God does not punish you for unrighteousness. The unrighteousness has its reward built into it. So whatever that is. I got a friend named Jimmy that told me years ago, he said, Matt, he said, all people, they make a big deal out of this word sin. All sin is disobedience to God's word or disobedience to his instruction. That's all sin is. So sin is, you can look at it as the opposite of righteousness, or sin is unrighteousness. You call it unrighteousness, you can call it the opposite of righteousness or whatever. But the reality is that we decide every day, we make choices to adhere to a set of rules or a word or something like that, or obedience to the word. I really didn't want to use that word obedience because that's too hard for some people. So, I'm a man, that's too hard for some people. So I just chose to say adherence. But that's really, adherence, obedience is kind of the same thing. So that, now we're going back to that, in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was God. The word was God. When that word occurs to you to do something that is right or righteous, and you choose not to do it, you kind of get what comes with that. And that's all that is. So that's all that sin is. When people say, well, man, they sin, but I don't even get caught up in that. Listen, and I'm not knocking, look, if you go to church, I'm not knocking you. I grew up in church. I grew up with the word. I still read the word, okay? I just haven't been a member of a church for a long time for various reasons. If you want to ask me, you want to find out, I'll talk to you in person. I'm not going to put it all on Facebook right now or Instagram or YouTube or whichever media channel you're using to watch this video. But I'm going to wrap that up, and I feel like I kind of got away from it. I want to kind of just wrap this up and simplify this again. It is not, God doesn't punish you for sin. Your actions punish you. Because if he gives you a word that says do this, because usually when he tells you to do something, or usually when I'm going to say it for those of you that are like, God, I'm this atheist. Let's go back to the in the beginning was the word. Okay, let's just say it. When the word tells you the word tells you something, it's usually good for you. If the word tells you to do something, it's for your benefit. If the word tells you not to do something, it's for your benefit. So when you choose to adhere to that which is opposite of the word, you get the reward that comes with it. There's not no, if you do this, you're going to get. Each set of word comes with its own built-in reward. Okay, the Bible said the scripture says the wages of sin, or what gets paid out. Wages are things that are paid out for work. It says the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is the eternal life. The wages of sin. So basically, what it's telling you is, sin is its own set of words. It is the opposite word. It's the opposite energy of righteousness, of the ultimate word. Okay, It is the opposite of that. So when you, what is sin again? According to my man Jimmy, he broke it down. He said sin is disobedience to God. So it's opposite his word. Sin is the opposite word of the supreme word, the high word, okay? So when you, if it says the wages or the price, the thing that gets paid out with sin is death, then basically what it's saying is, hey, you know what? Don't say, well, man, God punished me. No, your choices punished you because you chose to adhere to unrighteous word. That's all that is. It's really that simple. It took me 10 minutes to or maybe I'm rehashing it. I don't know. I'll go back and look at this video. I don't know. Maybe I won't even publish this. I don't know. But here's the thing. Sin, if sin is disobedience to this word right here, then you can't say, well, man, he punished me. No, your punishment was built in. Your reward is built in. Your reward is always built in. When you get hired for a job, you're usually accepting the terms of that job. And within those terms, there's a salary that's built into that. There's a salary that goes with that job. So when you choose to accept that job, you're getting the salary that comes with it. Nothing more, okay? You're getting, that is why at the end of whatever that pay period is or that period of work is, you're expecting the wages that the word said, that written word that you signed your name to, said that you receive in this period. You see what I'm saying? You see how this thing works? So that's pretty much it. Every word has something that's built into it, okay? If you finish in first place, you get this championship. If you finish in second place, if you finish in first place in the Super Bowl, you get the Lombardi trophy. If you win the Super Bowl, you get the Lombardi trophy. If you lose in the Super Bowl, you don't get the Lombardi trophy. You see what I'm saying? You see how that works? So there's word. There's word that was established, and there is a reward that comes with that. The opposite of winning is losing. So you get the reward that comes with losing. That reward is you get to go home sad with no trophy. You win, you get to go home happy with the trophy. Every word has its reward built into it, okay? So don't say God punished me. He didn't punish you. It was your choice to adhere to the opposite word that he gave to you. It's that simple, okay? All right, I'm going to wrap it up because I feel like I'm talking in circles now. But I just wanted to give you guys, that occurred to me this morning. The thought occurred to me, God doesn't punish us for sin. Our choices do. Our choice to adhere to opposite word. If your mother says, look, wait till I come home and I'll give you a cookie, and I've counted there's 4 cookies in this cookie jar. Wait till I get home and make sure your homework's done and you'll get a cookie. You can adhere to that word and 1, wait till she gets home, and 2, finish your homework and then show her by her walking in and seeing that there's 4 cookies in that jar. She says, oh, you know what? I told him not to mess with the cookies until I got home and to show me that he finished his homework. And I got home and there's 4 cookies there in the jar, meaning he didn't touch them. And now he's presented me with his finished homework. Hey, son, go in there and get a cookie. In fact, get 2. You made me happy. Get 2 of them. That's scenario 1. Scenario 2 is, man, them cookies look good, man. I know she told me to wait till she get home, man, but maybe if I break a little piece off of one, or if I get one and then just rearrange it and make it look like there's one that she won't know. And then and she comes home and finds there's 3 cookies in the jar. And she pull that belt out and give you about 5 whacks across your behind. And yeah, you know what, for those of you like, oh, don't spank your children. Look, I got it when I was younger. And I've been in no trouble as an adult. Not even as a teenager. I haven't been in any trouble. So that's an argument for another day. But anyway, when you getting them 5 cracks across your behind, okay, did your mom punish you for disobedience, or did your choice punish you? Think about that. That's all, folks. I'm gonna wrap this up. Listen, again, you can pick up this or other items at my online bookstore, www.talfordarts.com. My name is Matt D. Talford. If you enjoyed this, I got a lot more stuff. This stuff that pours into me that I pour out. You can find it at my blog, my personal blog, at www.mdtalford.com/blog, and you can get anything that has occurred to me on that day that I decided to write for free. Or if you would like a published physical or digital version of something that I've written, which is a collection. It's and it's all all of this stuff comes back to um, um, it comes back to the illustration of principles that I feel like have kept me and moved me forward. And you can look at my work. I published From Fear to Faith, a Survivor Story. I published a book called Captain's Mate that is the wisdom if you are captain in a USTA tennis team, or high school team, or even if you're a college coach or what. I guarantee you can find something in there that you can use that help push your team forward, or as an individual. If you're an individual player, you can find something in Captain's Mate that will help to push you forward as an individual tennis player. So check that out. And last but not least, for those of you that are looking for fictitious entertainment, I recently published a book. We released it in March, called Stuck in an Elevator. And if today's date is June the 7th. So if you're watching this video, I think today's the 7th. Anyway, these days run together sometimes. But if you're watching this video, it's not out on paper. Stuck in an Elevator is not out in paperback yet, but it will be. So it'll be out later this month in paperback. I know I've been saying that for a while, but that's a story for another day too. So anyway, folks, I thank you for checking in with me. And again, this was Early Morning Occurrence. I promise you, moving forward, I'll try to keep these shorter. This was just something that was it was an interesting concept and a challenging concept. I won't say it was a challenging concept for me to grasp. I got it right away. But trying to put it together and put it in words without having pre-written it and reading from a script is sometimes a little bit more challenging to be concise, because you want to make sure you get it out right. But anyway, folks, listen, tell somebody you love them and mean it, but more importantly, show them, okay? Because love is, I believe love is something that you experience and not necessarily something that you just hear. We love telling people we love them. We love to hear I love you, but it's even more important to show it. So we show that through our actions. Anyway, listen, God bless you, or word bless you. Heaven smile upon you. Peace.